Hello, everybody. This is Pittsburgh Xwing. We're here with our top 4 playoff game from our Season 7 league. We have David Kost and Derek. The hell is your last name?
Massicot.
Derek Massicot. He's a Ravens fan. We don't like him much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we have
David,
Drew, Ryan,
Jake, Derek,
James,
and we're all here commentating and eating pizza. So Derek has what, 2 lists? Ghost, Fenn, and what was your other list?
Wookiees.
And you're just a glue-eating bastard.
always Wookiees though. I'm actually Wookiees.
Yeah,
I was hoping he was going to pick Wookiees.
What are you doing?
I've flown against
Wookiees and Ghost Fenn.
I've flown against his Wookiees many times.
Before we go much further, we got to note that Derek had a first-round game that wasn't the recording didn't.
We lost
save,
recording.
yeah. So
Yeah, I was even more noble and played Thug Life.
Yeah, 4 TLTs.
TLTYs.
You had no business winning that game against 2 Row Squadrons and Devator, but that's another conversation. You won. And David, you brought the same list you brought to the last game.
About the same. Yeah, I was, like I said, I was playing this list until I lost with it. Because I'd been on a pretty good streak with it. And I didn't play it.
He's going to fly right at the Crimson Specialist.
I'm hoping he does, but I know he's not going to. I know he's going to turn.
Yeah,
of course I know.
Yeah, I know he's going to turn. But I mean, the thing is like, I put Crimson Specialist down last to like...
Of course you are.
The force what he's doing.
I had a pep talk.
I mean, come on, let's face it. People who play Wookiees and Ghost Fenn don't usually make the right choice.
I have low morals. It's okay.
Yes, you do.
Still won't fly Defender, so my morals are higher enough.
I commend you for that, but not for this.
So I'm flying Crimson Specialist, Ezra, Captain Nim. It's a list that's designed to hurt you with bombs, not with red dice.
Have you played against this list before, Derek?
Yeah.
Okay.
A version of it, yeah.
A version of it, yeah.
Well, that bodes well for you. It gives you some benefits.
No, not really.
there were a couple mistakes,
but
there was a couple shining moments.
Yeah.
It was no matter what happens, no matter who wins. This is a pretty tight match, and we had a lot of fun. Like I said, Derek and I have played against each other several times, and I see this list, and I know the whole thing about the Ghost Fenn ridiculousness, and I'm like, well,
Ezra BS.
Yeah, all the BS that comes along with this list, and I'm like, well, my list doesn't really care about that. And then into the fight, I psych myself out and completely forget that my list doesn't care about all the BS that his list does.
Yeah. So my goal is to get you to come through the rocks,
which I'm gonna have to end up doing.
Yeah, if you want to fight me, you're gonna have to come to me.
Right. And early on, I'm okay with positioning myself like this. It's not ideal for me because you're not chasing after the bomber, but I know you're not going to chase. I know you, Derek, are not going to chase after the bomber.
No.
I'll tell you what, guys. I think that Derek's list actually has the advantage here.
I think his list is. I actually think both of his lists, knowing that I was going to fly this no matter what, were an advantage because the Wookiees were a ton of hit points to chop through, and this is also a ton of.
The Ghost has a PS12 boost with Fenn.
Which is ridiculous.
Well, which means he can avoid your bombs.
Right.
And even if he gets hit by the bombs, he doesn't really care with 16 hull.
I don't care about your bombs.
Yeah, he does.
You don't want to eat them, but you don't. It's like fine.
It's not devastating like it was for Duncan's aces.
For Duncan's Whisper.
Yeah.
But your TLT is going to be super accurate and it's going to hit him. Like you're going to do 4 damage to either Crimson Specialist or Nim every turn.
Yeah, and I knew that was going to be the problem. I'm like, well, he's going to beat the hell out of Nim, and I'm thinking, well, I can get Nim in and get him in, do some things with him, and then get out of there as fast as possible. And
yeah,
I don't think that was thinking back on this immediately after I played the game. I was like, that was not the correct strategy.
Yeah. So I know the kill box
What are you
is coming
doing?
towards me, so I turn around
Why?
because he wasn't expecting it.
That doesn't make it right.
No.
So
but
he's
I
a
know
Ravens fan.
yeah.
You could have gone 4 straight boosts and gone. Stay the hell away from Crimson Bob. Go after Nim.
Yeah.
Now next turn they're both gonna be converging on you.
He's still setting himself up right here to go after Nim.
It's like you're playing Dash again, aren't you?
Yeah, it's repeat from last year, but with a different ship.
Yeah. At least the Ghost
get a
can
barrel.
shoot at range 1.
Yeah. Yeah, just not sidearm. But no, I knew that that Crimson had. Well, they both had trajectory simulator, so I just wanted to put myself in a position where I wasn't eating multiple bombs, but at the same time I wanted to be able to use my my primary, which I probably don't use as often.
You don't need to
as
worry
I
about it.
want.
You've got TLT. It's going to do just as much
I
damage.
know.
Which I'm thinking you just want to double tap turret shots like every single damn time.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That turret is terrifying for you.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
I don't even. And he doesn't care if he shoots his main gun. I don't care if he shoots his main gun because I know that that's not what I need to plan.
You don't want him to shoot. I mean, you don't want him to shoot at you at all, but there's no way to avoid it.
Of course, I don't want him to shoot at me at all. But I mean, what fun is that? What kind of game are we playing then?
Yeah.
Not a spaceship.
The other
game.
problem is Sensor Jammer, right? So Sensor Jammer is going to basically shut down Crimson Specialist gun.
Right.
And Nim with Hotshot Co-pilot and Fenn Rau's ability, Nim's TLTs might not hit you either.
Which is why I'm thinking if I can get into an area where I can take Fenn off the board really fast, that might be beneficial. And then as I'm trying to go about that, I realize, well, against my list, Fenn really doesn't do that much either. So
No, he shuts down Nim's TLT.
which I'm like, well, that he limits my only offensive output. And I'm thinking with the bomb launch and everything else I can actually take him off the board. So that's why I'm like, well, I can kill Fenn, and then I'll deal with the ghost, which is what I should have been doing was deal with the ghost, and then I'll deal with Fenn. But I don't know.
Well,
We'll
get into this a little bit later, but there's a couple things I would have maybe changed up about.
Jake's got a couple things.
I got a couple things.
Oh, he's told me.
Thanks, mentor.
Yeah.
He told me, yeah. He told me after it's funny because Jake has actually had a really good hand in both. Since Derek said thanks, mentor, Jake has actually had a really, really good hand in mentoring both me and Derek. When I first started playing, Jake helped me really learn the game, and I've played with and against Jake more than anybody but my buddy Alfred.
Here's the thing. Jake has no choice but to mentor Derek, and that's his adult son. I think Jake might have full guardianship of Derek right now.
He does.
He does.
But yeah, Jake did help me learn the game when I first started playing.
Yeah. So instead
So
of
here
going,
comes the bomb stuff.
Yeah. Instead of going straight, I knew I was going to eat bomb or two bombs.
Like, see, if you
no
hadn't
matter
done
what.
the 5K, you could have just stayed.
I know.
Why is it? Why do you think this is better?
Because it was hot as hell in the basement. I didn't want to play this game that long.
It took me almost a year to teach him how to play dash correctly.
And then he
Still-
threw
still-
him like he did last year.
Hold on a second. It hasn't taken you a year. It hasn't because the clock is still running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still.
I mean, I don't know how many times I can say skirt around the edge, don't joust, and this just goes in.
It's in there like a knife fighter.
His playoff match last year where he flew it completely wrong and he still wound up winning is I've actually rewatched that on YouTube. I've actually rewatched
It's a
that
great video.
It's
Oh my god.
it's
You know.
but it's so much
Depends on
fun.
your
It's
definition of
it's
great.
excruciating.
It's so much fun. I know, but you flipping out the entire time while I'm watching it makes me
Okay.
laugh.
This is the playoffs. He's representing Pittsburgh in the playoffs and he's doing that shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
So here comes another bomb.
Here comes a lot of
Yeah,
bombs
here
from the
comes
ghost.
Yeah.
But again, who cares?
Yeah, the ghost does not care, but I'm like I still have to take
He
some
does. He
damage out
cares
of
a
it.
little, but
And
that's going to be at least 3 damage.
The stupid thing is, though, that I do is like, well, now Nim is in where exactly Nim doesn't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Nim wants to be on the far right of the board, which I should have moved him out.
He's going to shoot you with his main gun, then he's going to shoot you with his TLT.
He just TLTs me.
No, yeah, David's gonna do something weird here.
You think a barrel out of arc?
Yeah,
So what?
yeah, but it's in front of a rock.
Yeah. So?
Yeah, this is I think I said to you guys, like,
I mean, you have to barrel though. You can't sit.
I know I have to barrel roll. And I'm deciding, like, what am I going to do? No, I focus.
No, yeah.
That's not it.
Next
What Derek's talking about is coming up now.
Oh, that's the
No. What I was talking about is Derek's not going to primary him. He's just going to total just.
No, you shoot the primary. You can do 4 damage, then you can do 6 damage.
This is
there.
our
Against one guy.
finalist here.
Yeah. This is what I do. I totally.
He makes lists and flies.
Well, what do you expect from a guy who brings Wookiees and Ghost Fenn?
He's like TLT.
I got your shuffle down though, right?
Oh,
see
my
how I
other-
go back and
You're
forth
doing
and I start
it. You
dancing?
got it.
Well, even with the camo shorts.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Our shorts,
First time you've ever said you like anything about Derek.
I'll tell you this much: our shorts game is strong.
Oh, it is.
In fact, I can't even see your feet. How are you just
With the little-
suspended in midair there?
The little dance that comes along with
Yeah.
it.
My
Right
white-
there it is,
my-
right there.
my pale white legs.
Yeah, Derek and I have strong shorts game. We're very proud of it. And he uses poker chips
I
to
don't see
shield
any
it.
shorts.
No,
No.
I specifically use Dave and Buster's coin tokens from the coin machine.
Yeah.
That cost way more to acquire than anything else in X-Men.
Because he's.
I'm pretty sure I could have
That's
bought
definitely
like an
not true.
Imperial Raider.
That is definitely not true.
No,
To acquire them.
no, he's been there.
Yeah, he spent like $50 on those tokens.
Well, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I have orange ones too. I can
Why don't
swap
you
them out.
why don't you use a mix?
No, because then that'll
Because he's
confuse
special.
people.
So
use
that's a
orange
whole lot
for
of-
2.0.
So that's a whole lot of not damage for those bombs.
Correct.
How did you not detect?
So I blanked out on the
Bomblet.
bomblet.
Yep.
And then
Still 2 damage from the.
2 damage from the.
You got very lucky.
So
Yeah, I take one shield off of Fenn, and I take very minimal off the Ghost, and I've sold myself out to put myself in this position, and now I'm just
But it's fine.
it's not fine. Though.
and,
It's
and
not
then you
where I wanna
stress
be.
me. That,
Yeah, and then I stress you. He's like, "Thank you." So that's me, like
You don't want to be stressed.
huh?
You don't want to be stressed.
Oh yeah.
He was playing head games.
he was
I
playing
was
head
playing
games
games.
with me.
Hold on.
You don't want to be stressed. You
That's
can't
half one
evolve.
game, dude. I can't fly worth anything,
Yeah.
but I can play head games.
Stressing him is still the right move.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
stress
oh,
him.
still-
Always
still right.
stress him. Because he'll get Ezra no matter what you do. But
Well,
then
guess what, folks?
you stop doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Derek convinced him.
I don't know why I'm listening to Derek.
I don't know
It's
why
like-
you're.
It's like.
I'm
And like
trying to.
Jake leans over to me after a while. He's like, "Why are you listening to him?" And I'm like, it's like,
I'm trying just to watch the game and not say anything, but I'm like, what are you guys? Come on.
The only ship you don't stress is Ezra.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Other
I
than
knew
that,
that.
you
I
just
knew that.
stress every
I
ship.
knew that I second guessed myself because of what comes up
Or
next round.
or maybe Key and Farlander. Those are the only 2 ships I can think of you don't stress.
Well, the next time I see Key and Farlander on the board, it'll
Exactly.
be a year and a half
Exactly.
from
You'll
when I
never
last
see him
saw
again.
him.
No, you'll never see him again.
Because he's not in
He's
the
not
game
in
anymore.
2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, we are filming this on September 10th of 2018, and Xwing 2.0 actually is released on Thursday, September 13th of 2018. So,
That's
If we
perfect.
waited
timing.
more than a few days to do this, this
You watch-
recording would not have happened.
no. So, yeah, this is when you're seeing us talk about 1.0 and those sorts of things, that's why.
So
Do you coordinate a barrel roll with Nim here or something? Is that how
Yes.
you end up in front of that debris?
Yes.
And this, yeah, I'm gonna touch on that because it's, and I think even though this is sped up, I think you will see my reaction when I go to flip over my dial because I'm again not to get ahead of myself.
I mean, I think you just go one straight here with Nim.
Whew,
Well, maybe.
I
No, you
spoiler alert, I really screw something up here. This is my
Yeah.
big major mistake, and
Nim needed to be coming in from the side.
yep,
You've screwed up your approach with Nim.
I did, and I never fly Nim like that. Like this, I don't know why I just decided to
Yeah,
fly
you
him
need to
like
be
this.
you need to be kiting with Nim.
Right, and Nim, I lined up in the middle, but there was so
Oh,
much room there I could turn.
The good news is you can take another proton.
Yeah.
Maybe.
so I do a 2-bank and slide right in between a rock and an and debris.
Good for you.
I know, right? I can fly a ghost.
That was your one good moment in this.
Say
I
you-
know, thank you.
there.
High five for that
Say,
one.
say you can fly a ghost is not an accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is.
I still.
He never said he could fly it well.
Yeah, I didn't say I can fly a lot. Like, it just said I can.
There's an implication.
Yeah, well.
This is
Look what I did. I would be-
bomb decision. Bomb decision time.
Hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes, right?
He made it farther than you in the playoffs.
I had to play you in the first round.
That's not an excuse.
Okay, let's see next year.
I won't be here next year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You moving?
Yeah, West Virginia.
Aw. Why are you doing that? Pittsburgh's so much better than West Virginia.
Work
I
is
agree.
transferring me.
Oh, there's nothing you can
You
do. about
requested the transfer.
I know.
What kind of story you trying to tell us right
It's
now?
Work's fault.
Yeah,
Work
geez.
is transferring me.
It's not my fault.
Who else are they gonna find that's qualified enough to work?
I don't care about the
Anybody.
debris. I don't care about the bump. So obviously that's why I'm doing all this stuff.
Well, you still have your deflective play, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Oh, and Fenn Rau's a weapons failure crit.
Oh no.
So his one die is gonna
Because
not
he's going to
scare
hit
anybody.
something anyways, right?
Yeah, he does something. I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember this game at all.
Sure you
Because
can.
it's Ghost Fenn. No one wants to remember these games.
Huh? Yeah.
What are you talking about, Ryan? That's a wholesome list.
No.
It is a wholesome list.
Yeah, I don't lose my
No, I
deflective
hate, I
plate.
hate Ghost Fan.
Just TLT, 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 TLT.
You both flew it in tournaments. I don't hear.
I played it one time, so I wanted to understand it so I could beat
There
it.
was multiple
Same.
rounds. That means you played it more than once.
Uh-huh.
Shut up.
What were we waiting
I don't know. I think this is why I make my big. I'm
You're
just
trying to
trying
figure
to
out where you're
remember.
gonna drop
I
your
think I'm just
bombs.
making a big mistake.
Yeah, this is your debating the coordinate.
No, I already put the bomb down. I feel.
Why would you just not go one straight? What did you dial in here with Nim?
Here's what I'm gonna get to that.
Well, tell us right now.
So I coordinated because I thought I put down a different maneuver on my dial.
What did you think you put down?
I thought I was getting away. I thought I put down a turn away, and I knew that would have gone over
Too hard,
three,
right?
but I don't care. Yeah,
You're not getting away. You're not getting far enough.
but I see what I'm saying. I was like, I totally put down. I'm like, I go too hard.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is a
See,
huge.
if you hadn't coordinated, you could have just gone one straight and shot him.
I could have.
You're gonna get blasted in the face.
I'm gonna get blasted in the
so
face.
David,
So what I was thinking is I didn't think I was doing one straight. I coordinated, and then I'm like, I turn over my dial, and I'm like, oh no, I thought I put down a different
wait
maneuver.
minute. You'll get blasted in the face, but you know what? Ezra will stress him, so he won't get Maul. So like,
my thing is your original.
And I take a shield.
Your original idea was you thought you were running away towards the bottom of the screen.
I did.
You want to keep the heat with many guns on that ghost.
You can't
So
disengage.
you can't disengage is
Nim needs to
where
stay
I
there
come.
and be in range. But the problem is that the damn bomb from Crimson Specialist is there.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's not the ghost. It's the,
Right,
It's
and-
the Crimson
And
Specialist.
I'm thinking
bomb.
getting him away
Still.
and turning him around, whether I turn him back towards me or whether I go to the top of the board. I'm just trying to turn him around. Thought I was setting up a good defensive move, and I
So-
would have also had a TLT shot at Fenn. Which
Right. So here's essentially the moral of the story of this game. Your approach was wrong.
yes,
Only because Derek bumbled the 5K and stumbled into a way to screw up your engagement.
Yeah, head games. It's half my battle.
I still don't understand that. I mean, the 5K is working out well for you.
Oh yes,
But I don't
very
get
much
it.
so.
I think you could have just kited and shot and just stayed away from Crimson Special.
I'm sure of. But would you have expected anything else from me?
Not
Exactly.
that doesn't make it okay.
It does to me. Justifiable in my book.
Derek just loves to play the game.
Lothal still got a loose stabilizer.
right. So I mean, I know why I was thinking is like, okay, so I know that Fenn, I'm gonna bomb
How
him,
does
and
he
then
have
I
a
can
loose
turn, I can
stabilizer
get him
and
rid of
cross
him,
fire?
and just I don't know.
Something's not right.
But
He must have
Look.
8 hull. I must not.
The bombs were different.
Well, you can't have 10 hull and 2 crits, or 9 hull and 2 crits. So I must have missed a hull. He must be at 8 hull.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's at least at 8 hull.
And there goes Fenn.
Well, there's Fenn. Okay.
Fenn dies.
Which I want Fenn to die on, but like I said,
somewhat.
but now Nim is stressed. He's going back over that debris. He's gonna be stressed again. It's gonna take him forever to turn around and get him
So,
back into the fight. versus Fenn.
Meanwhile, the ghost is killing him.
Exactly. And Ezra's going to be all by himself. And I know this right now. And as soon as I go over that,
If Ezra keeps the stress on him,
which
So yeah, I think for what you have to do is
You
maybe
should
bump
too
on
hard.
purpose with the Crimson.
mm-hmm.
Turn in
put the
towards.
bomb on the upper left.
Yeah, turn in with Ezra.
The back
and
left.
get as much as you can. You'll probably bump anyways, and then
One
you need
bank
to
with
two-
Ezra. One bank with Ezra.
Yeah, and then you need to
Too
two
hard
hard
with
towards
too hard
the
left
ghost.
with him.
With yeah.
And just start to pop. The problem with that is that sensor jam is going to be a real problem.
Yes,
Mhm.
but you need multiple shots on him.
right, which is
you can't spread
Ezra's not
one on one.
So neither Ezra nor Crimson Specialist are going to hit him with that sensor jammer active, and maybe Nim does too. Maybe, but probably does one. So running,
regardless,
the problem
so
is I
if-
think running just delays the loss. Just delays losing. You'll
Yes.
lose if you run because by the time Nim gets back in the game,
right.
either Crimson or Ezra or both are dead.
And you're right. I probably shouldn't have coordinated. Probably should just stuck with the one straight and just ran up there. And like you said, I'm going to take a huge shot, but at least I'm
They
there.
should shoot back.
Yeah, at least I'm there to shoot back. At least I'm there to maybe live one turn and get another shot.
And actually, based on where Fenn went, You might not. You're,
Again, I totally forgot where I was going, and that's a huge mistake.
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake.
And if you're not sure, just look. Right? Like, just be like, hey, I want to look at my dial. And just look.
Yep, and that's me being a moron.
What's
And
nice
I'll fully admit that. I totally messed that up.
Well, don't do that. So you could drop a bomb in the back left, hit him with the proton, Sabine him.
And he's still fine.
So if you go fast and get the hell away from him with everybody, except for Ezra, maybe?
Which is, I think that's what I'm thinking at this point. But then Ezra's all by himself, and
The only problem with that is if you hit him with a crit, let's say you get a weapon sphere. Why didn't you drop a bomb?
why didn't I drop them? Am I out of bombs? I'm out of bombs.
You can't possibly be out of bombs. You have 2 bombs left.
Why didn't I drop a bomb?
I don't know.
I think you might have been on tilt based on.
Flying over that rock.
Yep.
Because
You
you
were
launched
pretty on
one,
tilt.
and then you put one when I was next to you.
Yep.
So you should have 2 bombs left. Yeah, you did.
The overlay's right.
Yep. Why did I not drop a bomb?
You should have.
So the Nimrun is trying to reposition.
Which I should have went the other way.
Yes, you should have.
Well, especially given what you did with
Okay,
the
well,
specialist.
the problem is
I'm thinking if I turn it, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
so
worried
the
about dying.
the problem is Ezra's never gonna kill that ghost.
No.
Nim's not now. Nim at best is gonna re-engage with that ghost in 3 turns.
Yeah, Nim
probably.
is out of the fight.
So he's out of the fight for 3 turns for Ezra.
Nim,
just to get
Nim only has
lit
2
up.
hull left.
Yeah, Nim's really hurt, and that's why I'm like, I flew away scared with him, which is I never do that, and doing that was just like you said, delaying the inevitable or the completely wrong strategy. Either way, I was wrong.
I'm not sure I see a path to victory for you anymore, dude.
Yeah, I felt that as soon as I
Nim is your guy,
exactly, and I
and he's just gonna hit you with. He's gonna just TLT the shit out of Crimson Specialist here.
Which I'm doing now.
Yeah, maybe take
Because
4 damage.
I know the next turn I'm not going to be able to shoot at Crimson anymore, but Ezra's going to try and chase me. So
Fine, you should
and I'll have Ezra.
and he doesn't care about Ezra chasing him because Ezra's gonna barely do.
So I'll have Ezra for 2 rounds, but I won't have the Crimson. So at least I got damage on Crimson before
Yeah.
he had to reposition. We would have to reposition again to come back around.
I mean, Ezra's going to take a range 3 shot on the Ghost, and the Ghost is going to take a range 3 TLT shot on Ezra, which is a win for the Ghost.
And the ghost is not going to be moving at any.
What's he doing? Flipping?
Yeah.
Because why not? And again, with Ezra's being stressed, it's sensor jammer. Ezra has no chance of hitting that Ghost. Well, I mean, very little chance of hitting that Ghost.
Right. And so I'm turning Ezra back in because I'm like, well, maybe I can take some damage off the ghost before thinking I might be lucky and try to sneak a few through, but that's not the correct strategy. Don't think Ezra's going to do damage is the moral of the
I
story.
think you rolled
No.
1, right? No, you didn't roll anything.
Nope.
You got blanks.
But you definitely wanted to.
I should have
You
stressed.
should have stressed them to take away that Maul right
Right, and this is going to sound weird. I've actually as much as this Fenn Ghost list was prevalent for a good long while in 1.0. I never flew against it. This is the first time I flew against it.
Oh, so it's like your list.
Yeah.
Usually the first time you play against that Fenn Ghost, you lose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, and that's, and then, like I said, I made some mistakes, but I mean, I've never flown against this list.
It's oddly defensive, and it's got a super accurate TLT.
Yes.
Yeah.
And PS11
And it's a great stress mitigating list too. With Maul.
with Maul, you just
Yeah,
shed
yeah.
the stress.
So yeah, you're like even though you want to stress them with Ezra.
You hit Ezra 3 times there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 3 out of 4.
Yeah, and Ezra was stressed too. Ezra's ability to trigger once.
You weren't rolling paint.
Nope.
Well, you were rolling a 1 of 8.
Actually, what you should be doing here is you should be 2 banking to shed your stress. Because you'll get to shoot him first, so you can re-stress yourself before 1 hard, 1 straight.
Right.
So you don't, and then you have focus for offense.
But for some reason, I decided that stressing was a bad idea, which
Yeah, he's not the
would
right.
just
Because
not.
you were listening.
You
to
should
Derek.
listen to him. No, you want to unstress so you get a focus, because then you're going to stress him before.
I'm thinking I can keep him alive longer if I trigger his ability, but I can stress him.
To put him at range.
You'll stress him when you shoot, and you shoot first.
Yep. Obviously, I wasn't thinking that.
No.
I was a bit off my game in this game. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Very off my game, actually. But hey, it happens.
Just legions?
Yeah, it's Legions, yeah. We were like the only 3 people there.
Is that in the back room or is that?
No, this is in the main room. That's mainly where we play, because there's usually not a ton of people there.
Yeah.
They really only
Better
turn.
ventilation.
It was about at this point when we turned a fan on.
Yeah,
You usually have to move all that terrain off the boards.
you always have to move all the terrain off the boards. Yeah, this one that they have set up, this is like their Warhammer city terrain thing. It's the easiest thing to move.
Yeah. There's just like buildings.
When they have those, all those other
The forest. with
war
trees
game, yeah.
the
And Ezra dies
fences.
because
You blanked out.
I
on the
blanked
first
out
one.
constantly.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, I dice went brutal on me there for a little while.
Especially, well, I mean, yeah.
But I got what I deserved because it wasn't the way to fly.
I mean, so he's got 5 turns. No, he's got like 3 turns to kill you. Can you kill him in 3 turns?
With the amount of damage that he can take and the amount of damage I put out, no.
You can. It's just, well, you can't because he'll get 2 off. Then we'll get 2 down. So it'll be 6 hull left on. Oh no, never mind. It'll be 9 hull, 1 shield left on the Lothal, and then we'll be dead.
I mean, another interesting point of this game is there's about 6 minutes there, 8 minutes. I can't quite see
Left.
left in the game.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this game is
I
actually
look at the
really
clock down
close.
there.
This
Uh,
game, yeah, I have the clock
Yeah,
going.
7 minutes left or so.
Yeah, you can't win, dude.
Yeah, I'm thinking from this point, it's like, well, it's just attrition. It's like even if I do the most amount of damage to him, it's.
Are you ahead on points?
He's ahead on points.
He's
I am ahead on
points
points.
Yeah, you should stay the frick away from him.
I don't.
Yeah, that's why you finally see me over there. Finally get
If you,
up
I mean, with Nim way far away, it's gonna take the ghost a while. The ghost might not catch him. If Nim does it too hard right,
I don't do that.
well, at this point,
I don't like to. I don't
like that either. But
I don't like the runaway. I don't like the runaway, no matter what. And I actually knew at this point it was actually beneficial to me, but I don't like to play
Listen,
that way.
he's playing Ghost Fenn. You don't have to apologize for running wrong.
I can see if it's a majority of the game, but in like the last 5 minutes, if you need to do what you need to do
Yeah, I was.
in a game like that.
To be honest, I was expecting David to run away with Nim,
You should have.
and that's why I did a 4 straight to try and see.
Try to catch him.
Try and catch him.
Just to
'cause-
have some engagement.
Yeah.
I mean, Nim dies here, and then so do all your hopes and dreams.
Yeah, because Crimson Specialist has no punch.
Yeah.
Well, and he's behind on points. Even like if Crimson Specialist was full and the Lothal was at like 3 hull, maybe you have a fighting chance, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, that's not. Even then,
And like you said, the only way I can win is if I run, and but I'm not going to do that.
I take 1 hit from the bomb.
Yeah, his bombs did not do the damage that they should have done to him.
but even then, let's say they did 5 extra damage. So what?
Yeah, he's fine.
I mean, he's not fine, but he's better.
And that two die attack from the bomber is not gonna.
It hit.
So
was
what?
Yeah, I did a crit.
So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't care.
He's teasing
Yeah,
him
yeah,
about stress.
no,
I mean, the stress actually hurts him because now he loses Maul, but he's still gonna kill
The first
He's
shot.
still gonna kill him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's nothing I can do to keep him alive.
No.
That one.
And I knew that turning it, but
Like I said, that's why you should run because Nim's dead no matter what you do.
yeah,
Another
maybe I
damage on
should.
Crimson.
Maybe I should run, but I mean,
Another damage on Crimson.
I don't like running. Like I said, I don't.
I don't like it. Listen, Dave, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
But against the guy who's playing.
It's not like you're running. Like I said before,
I know.
It's not
I know.
like you're running the whole game. If it's down
Even
to
if he
the
did.
last couple
Even
minutes,
if he did against Ghost Fenn, I would have no problem with it. Like you can't.
I get it, but the whole just moral dilemma of just running out time. I know David's not that type of player, But nobody would ever look down on a last.
Oh no,
you're ahead by a couple on the beat.
I'm not thinking that anyone's going to look down on me. I could care less about that.
Yeah.
I just don't. You know what I mean? I'm just going to play the way I like to play.
Yeah.
Time has expired, and
and that's it.
Yeah, with the evade token and sensor jammer,
there's just no way. We throw dice to say let's finish it out properly like we're supposed to. I think Derek and I actually agreed on that before, and then.
Because I'm not going to run.
No. And then we'll say it'll be over after this.
Yeah, I don't think you killed the Crimson at this point, but you're already.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's.
Couldn't. There's 6 hull.
Yeah, it's academic.
Unless he's shot a main gun, which Derek has shown no.
Yeah.
Derek has no interest.
inclination to do that.
Derek has no interest in shooting his main gun.
So Derek ends up winning this game, making it to the finals. Ryan, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So we lost the final game recording when I tried to transfer from my phone. So Derek and I just have to kind of discuss it here to give us some record of what happened.
Yeah.
What list did you bring? You brought this.
I brought the same list. Lothal.
What was your other list?
Fenn Rau. The other list was.
Wookiees, I believe?
No. Was it Dash Bow?
Yes, it was.
It was Dash Bow.
So he brought Dash Bow. Derek, I knew, had been playing TLTs basically the entire playoffs.
So did you?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No, I played Dash Bow for the majority of the season.
I know, but for the playoffs,
but in
we played
playoffs,
TLT.
it was.
And even Dash Poe, fine. So I brought my Thweek Asajj Nadru list, which I'm really good with and I like. The problem was I was pretty sure your Dash Poe when you played it has had like 94 bid.
96.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you outbid me, right? And I wasn't going to play that game because I knew you could get down to 94 if you really wanted to. So I think I went to 98 or whatever and just said, okay, well, if I play it, he's going to outbid me. I'm not going to have Tweak's going to move after Dash, but not after Poe. But I also brought Vermeil with Krennic, Fell, and Inquisitor, which was basically what I was going to bring the whole time anyway. Because I was.
Yeah,
we were both dicks in the finals.
That list saw play in our final game.
What?
Your 2 Reaper lists?
Well, we'll get to that. We're going to do that game in the next. We have that game on recording. We don't have the final game, so we just wanted to talk about it just to see what happened. I mean, frankly, as soon as Derek picked the Ghost Fed and I picked the Imperials,
it was done.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't have Palp, but Fell and Inquisitor aren't going to lose to a TLT Ghost. You killed the Reaper pretty quick, and then you took 2 shields off the Inquisitor. Range 3 out of arc, which really kind of boggled my mind.
Oh no, Imperial got hit.
But
that was it for the rest.
After that, like it was just like
I couldn't hit you.
You couldn't hit me, and I was able to just chip away. And I think as soon as the Ghost died, you just conceded because
it was done at that point.
I had full Fell and basically 2 hull.
You weren't even shooting at Fenn.
I didn't care about Fenn
because he had multi.
Well,
you wouldn't target, and then you were afraid you were gonna fail.
You had you also. You had some weird positioning with Fenn where I was able to not be in his arc multiple times, and I didn't have to worry about his ability.
Yeah, I didn't fly Fenn well at all.
No, you didn't. He wasn't able to do his hot shot or anything for most. I think he did cut him off once.
But he got his engine boost off when I needed him to.
It
didn't help much.
No. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's a shame that we didn't get the game because the approach and the initial engagement was interesting. You kind of went down the board, then 5K'd again, and I came through the rocks to the bottom of the board and then Vermeil was right, like kind of at range 1 of you. It was a good game. Like I said, the problem was as soon as we chose a list, it was kind of a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ever kill Fell.
I mean, you could, but you had to catch him in arc, and I don't think you ever played trying to do that.
No.
And I was in the rocks with Fell, so you really couldn't afford to charge at it because you'd end up on a rock and then really take a lot of damage. But
well, one good thing about all of this is with our league is actually in our playoffs. We saw every faction being played.
Yeah.
Which is
There were a lot of different lists
yeah.
throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one really like sticks to just one thing. And that's all they do.
Well,
which I think is not to pat ourselves on the back, but I think that's kudos to us for actually playing people more playing the list that they think are fun to play and what's
or playing against the man, like you said in the one the game against Jake and I's game. I hadn't played that list, and I played a lot, but I knew I was trying to counter what I thought Jake would bring.
Right.
I've tried to counter Ryan in the past in playoffs by bringing some weird janky stuff just to counter, and it just didn't work out. So,
but Ryan Fleming has played against every single list on
so
the
this
planet,
year I decided I'm just flying what I like at this point because I figured
as well you
whatever,
should.
Yeah.
As well you should.
Speaking of playing the man, we do the last one?
Yeah, let's get one more game in. Okay. Everybody, thanks for listening. By the way, just Ryan won the championship game, just so we didn't make that clear.
World famous.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Foregone conclusion: the Ryan Fleming is going to win the championship.
Jesus. Bye.